Alrighty then, welcome to Season 2 of AoE. Expect a terrible cast today, because I'm out of practice and I barely know anything about Age of Empires. I hear some people played some games last night. I got Seb to send me the savings and I think I've labelled them properly. So, oh look, here we go, Season 2, Game 1 and 2. So let's have a look. What was happening here? Player 1, Britain Master, I think that's Chris, playing Italians. Does it tell me what team? Team 5, okay. Gladiator Kenji on the other team, playing also Italians. Ooh, 2 Italians. Nathan, playing Indians on Chris's team. Far Too Cool, that is Davies, playing Vietnamese on Kenji's team. Seb playing Magyars on Kenji and Davies' team. And Jess playing Mongols on Chris and Nathan's team. Okay, let's load that up. I'm going to make a preliminary guess as to the winners of this game. Who do I think is going to win? I think Seb's been playing a lot recently, so Seb and Kenji would be very up to standard, but Jess and Nathan, I know, enjoy a bit. So who's this? Who is this? This is X Black Snacks, our good friend Seb. Let's take off Fog of War, because it's just easier for the start of the game. I'm not going to tell you all ditties either more. Here's Davies, starting on Vietnamese. And Gladiator D, Kenji. The big man, the big dog. Italians. Across from Kenji is Nathan, starting on a corner slot on Indians. So, Indians versus Italians. Oh, I think Italians should have a bit of an upper hand there. Definitely, in fact. Jess in the pocket with Mongols, so maybe she'll get up to Castle Age. Gold's a bit forward. Oh, both her golds are a bit forward. And Chris on Italians. What's he got here? Yeah, okay. Well, he could defend that kind of well. Arabia's a good map for little bits of small walls, and when you get a lot of people in a team together, you can easily wall off like your entire section just by everyone doing a little bit. These two are quite close together though, but Nathan, he's got a fair bit of distance between his next ally, whereas the other team seem to all be relatively evenly spaced. So we'll see if that plays different. So maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. Yeah, we'll have a look at who are we gonna follow first. We'll watch Seb, watch his count. Let's put that Fog of War on. Wish I could watch Fog of War, no dark stuff. Dark stuff? I don't know. So what's he doing? He's at 10, he's getting some deer. He's got 6 on sheep, so he's all on sheep and deer, so all on food. Trying to probably get that fast castle action that Seb's a big fan of. He's got some really nicely placed deer, boar up here as well. The sheep's a bit far away. Seb, what's going on? Let's check out on Davies. What's going on for him? Okay, so he's got a couple on the berries, not looking at deer or anything. He's got a boar. Yeah, just working on his food as well. Okay, so 11's his count. And let's look at Kenji. Kenji 12. Yeah, just working away. A fair few on wood, it looks like. 4 or 5, maybe. Oh look, something happened. Oh, there was a pause. Hockey scrubs and also Hong. Yeah, true. Okay, so interesting to see Kenji on so much wood when his teammates are all about that food game. So we'll check out Chris. Chris has 1 million boar hunters apparently. And anything else? Oh yeah, and he's a couple on wood. Okay. Well, this boar is quite far away from his TC, but he has like 10 people on it, so I don't know if it'll be a problem. Interesting strategy. He's got a nice close boar too. Again. Moving on to Aquila and Jessica. Ooh, village is a bit spread right now, so she's clearly run out her. Oh, and she's capped. So she's capped. She's run out her sheep, and now she's hunting. Oh, okay. She's hunting sheep. Oh, she hasn't moved them closer, I don't think. That's quite awkward. A couple of idols, so it looks like Jess struggling a bit here at the start. We'll see how Nathan's doing. Okay, he's bored next to the berries, that's alright. What's he building over here? He's capped as well. But he's at a good number, he's at 15. Let's see where Seb's got to now. Oh, Seb also capped at 15. Everyone forgetting their houses today. Still on these deer. Still no wood in that time we've been looking for Seb. So let's just pull back that fog of war and get looks on everyone now. Davies, oh yeah, going real hard on that. Real hard on his food. He's missed a couple of sheep back here. It's a bit unfortunate, but at least was he capped for a while? I'm not sure. Maybe he just wasn't building. Oh no, yeah, he probably was because I'm looking at the wrong person. If I see, oh no, out of 25, he's doing well. Just keeping alive, keeping everyone moving. Kenji now building a lumber camp. He's been letting his villagers walk quite a bit. A little inefficient, but I can see the reason. Okay, what are people's food totals looking like? So Seb's at about 200. I don't think he'd be going up yet. Or Jess really behind here. She's still back at 12 villagers. And it looks like she's trying to figure out building the mill for the deer instead of the berries. Could pay off for her, but then again she will have to spend extra wood to get that. What's Nathan doing? Nathan's 17. Yo, oh man, hunting this boar really far away. And his deer is down here as well, so he's got a lot on wood though. That's quite a lot on wood for the Dark Age. I wonder how that will go for him. Kenji, man, still hunting out here. Oh, what's going on here? There's a scout. Scout getting hit. Alright. What does demo do? I don't want to do that. Ooh, what is this? Kenji trying to sneakily distract them. That's quite good. He's gotten a few villages off the board for a little while, and he's not lost his scout, so that's looking okay. That's looking okay. So the middle of the map here, not exactly resource heavy. Everyone's sort of got, you know, like a few little bits ahead of them, but nothing really in the center to fight over. Man, look at all these relics on Seb's team side. One in the corner here, but yeah, they've definitely got a cheeky little relic advantage. It'd be interesting to see how this goes. So Kenji on 28 food, so I'm gonna guess he's clicked up right now. No, wow, huh? Is he building a house? Okay, he's building houses, but he's queued up 6 villages. That is really interesting, and yeah, he got that pop cap, so that's gonna slow him down even more. And he's just gonna pump out these villages. Okay, that's a very intriguing decision. Let's see what Far Too Cool. He's down at 50 food, so I'm assuming yeah he's moving up to feudal. 24 villages. That's not a bad number. He's a lot of wood. Everyone really likes their wood, eh? I'd expect him to very quickly convert some of this wood to farms, but you know, it's been a while since everyone's played, so maybe we'll. Seb's. This wood. This is an interesting wood to go for. It's back, I guess. It protects him. Yeah, and he's put up a wall. So Seb's got a good little protection here. Yeah, it should give him a bit more time. You know, if he put up like an outpost, you know, out here, he'd have a really good defensive position. So we see, yeah, Seb's moving up to feudal, no doubt. He's on his back gold as well, so he's starting to make sure he's got all that covered. This mill's a little far away, but it was for the deer originally, so I guess that, you know, that's fine. Yeah, man, you don't want these lumberjacks walking all this way. What's happening in the world, man? Alright, let's take a look at Chris. How's Chris been progressing? Chris has got a barracks up. Ooh, we know Chris is quite a fan of those early militia man-at-arm rushes. So, and he's walling well. I like this building placement. Just getting that natural wall going. Still a lot on wood, a lot on food, a lot on the berries. He's probably trying to go. Far Too Cool first of the feudal age. But yeah, Chris only just starting to go up there. Let's see how Jess is doing. She was a bit behind. So she's still only at 19, but she's just enough for feudal now. Is she going to click up? You would think so. Oh, Seb's there too. Bit of idle time here for Jess. These guys are cutting wood without a lumber camp. There's no one on the berries, and so she's fails to. Oh no, she's gone for more villagers, so she's going to be very behind here. Unfortunately, the extra sheep just sitting out here. Hey, here's a relic I didn't spot earlier. A wolf sitting right on top of it. How cruel. But yeah, Jessa is quite a bit behind here. I imagine she's gonna struggle. This feels really slow, by the way. Is there like... Okay, well, I guess I can't change it in recordings, but... How quickly does that play back? No, that's too fast. That's alright. I've got to look at 6 different people. Okay, so what's going on over here now? Militia in the Dark Age for Nathan, and he's... Oh, is he clicked up? Okay, so he's just clicked up. And he's got, what, 2 militia? What are these militia for? Are they for killing wolves? I don't know, man. Wolves? No, that was a boar, wasn't it? And he's got a lot on stone, so maybe he's looking at stone walling quite early. Once he gets to the feudal age. Let's take a look now. Kenji putting out these. In fact, I want to see what can he see. Does he think he's a bit? No, okay, he knows no one's coming there, so it's an interesting sort of wall. If that is what he was doing, but Kenji up to the. See, look at this. You know, he's got no farms out, and he's got 1,000 wood at the start of the feudal age, and you just don't need that. I don't see a good reason for that. Especially he's only at 280 gold, so you know, it's not like he's just going to drop a few archery ranges, although he probably should as Italians. But yeah, this sort of economy imbalance in the feudal age is a bit painful. He's still getting a bit of food here and there though. Okay, so what's happening here? Fatu Cool, he's been pretty quiet, but he's moving along well. What's this? Scout's just sitting in the corner, kind of. Okay, he's got an archery ranger. He's getting some skirmishes going. And Seb, Seb's building. And let's see, I don't think Chris will know anything about this. No, he's got no idea. Excellent. So Seb's built a forward barracks and a stable. He's getting his first tower up. Oh, that tower may be not very efficient for Seb. You might want to send in a villagers, Chris. Might want to send in a scout first to see what this tower's going to see, because now he's alerted him. So now at least Chris knows that there's pressure coming, and before he's actually got a force to pressure with. Or Chris could have built a nice little wall across here, but he hasn't. So Seb looking to get really aggressive and push Chris quite hard. Building a responsive tower. Okay, that's not terrible. He's got good reason to believe that he's going to come in this way. He's not too worried if Seb comes in up the top here. He's got nothing like... He could wall in his lumber. No one in our play group is very good at that, but a couple of master men-at-arms here. And Chris getting some militia up. We'll see. Jess joining everyone in the feudal age now. Let's see, how's Davies' force looking? Okay, so we know he made a skirmisher at least, but I can't see. Oh, okay, no, just a little force that's coming. So this is a skirmisher. I know it looks like an AOE 1 hunter villager, but that's just because I'm cool like that. Oh, what's going on? Okay, looks like Seb has thrown his men-at-arms away to the town centre. Some good defense from Chris. I don't know if he wants to rush that. No, you probably need to get those upgraded first, Chris. But you can see he's struggling a bit for wood there. And now we're seeing the secondary force coming in from Davies, and it's going to be too much for these militia. I think they're gonna struggle to win this fight, especially moving back and forth from the tower. I like what Seb's doing here. Now it's because they're communicating well, and Chris has no support from his teammates. Jess barely has a barracks up. In fact, Jess kind of maybe just a little out of it. She's pop capped again, and she's still in that economy mode. You know, what is Nathan doing here? Nathan going for his own tower rush. Let's see. So we know that Chris is under pressure, but we're gonna try keep an eye on all the action. Oh, he doesn't know about this. It's gonna be a good tower from Nathan. I like that. That should keep him off the wood. Good job. Great tower. Ah, yeah. Nathan's been practicing, so now we know what all the people around the stone were for. However, it's Chris who's really feeling the brunt of it. And what's going on now? Chris, you want to chuck the villagers inside the tower, man? I know that they'll run under, but at least get some of them in there. You're gonna suffer some nasty losses. So let's. Oh no. Okay. What's going on here? Chris might actually push them off here. That's good. He probably should have garrisoned a few in the towers to. Oh, double wolves. Not cool. Put them in. Put them in, Chris. Come on. You can definitely get some free hits on there. Yes. Okay. You've put some in now. That's good. That's good. Now we can just sort of mess Seb around. See, Chris, you want your rally point over, over here, because otherwise your militia are running all the way around all the time. And he's managed to hold them off, but he's not in a good spot. Whereas Seb, I imagine, he's looking quite good. Back at home, he's doing fine. I'd expect him to try take a bit more of an economy advantage. Ooh, Gladiator D up to the castle age first. We're not really being paying attention, but he is under a bit of pressure here from Nathan. Nathan got a few guys underneath this watchtower. This watchtower's going to go down. Now he's trying to pressure these villagers. Can he get a pick? Oh, it's just a bit too close though. Oh, that villager just going to live. But this will definitely halt Kenji. He may be in the castle age, but he's not really getting any of his gold. Okay, and he's very focused on this right now. He's committing a lot of villagers to it, in the same way that Seb's pressuring Chris. But Kenji has gone for a very economical approach, and look, he's got tons of stuff. He just wants to build some military buildings back here and get some sort of force to repel this. But right now he's just trying to get some farms up, and he's got a good amount of food, a good amount of wood. Can easily chuck up a does he even have a barracks? No, he doesn't. Okay, so he's gone for a real quick castle rush, but he has a lot of his time is being spent dealing with Nathan. Nathan with a nice little tower rush here, but that's slow, I'd say, these tower rushes, but all the same. Nathan just sort of whiling away, and there we go. Jess quickly moving to castle age, and she's town belling. I'm not sure why. What's going on in Jess's world? Okay. Is there something I missed? I don't know. But Jess may have moved into the castle age, but she's still at only 29 villages, and she needs to boom really hard here. She needs to be putting up 3 TCs, to be being able to help her team out a bit. Davies also sitting in the pocket, moving it. See, he's moving in the castle age, but he's got a good amount of defense for himself, but also some support. These are some interesting housings, but you can make some better walls with that. But he's been sending guys over, helping Seb, who's looking to put on more pressure, and Chris just moving in with these. Come on, Chris, get. Whoa, some awkward AoE 2 pathing there, guys. But this village is not going to put up this tower, and he's going to lose it. In fact, man, that's some really long range. It looks like. Oh, 8+1 plus the hill. Pretty handy. But Chris, you just wanna go to the castle age. You wanna get some siege up. And he can really do with some protection from his friends. This is a really interesting forward wood from Nathan. I assume it's just because he just wanted to protect these villages. But look at this, he's kept Kenji off this gold the whole time. And he had to go find new gold, but he's also got less guys on. It's a really nice play from Nathan, I think. This game's sort of a bit slow right now. No one really got any trade going. It doesn't look like. A little bit between Jess and Nathan, but Chris a bit too preoccupied, I'd say. No, okay, a little bit. There's one person on the stone though. Kenji's like sitting so many resources. Get spending, man. Get involved. Go whack these people. What are you building? Where's your... What's changed in the 3 minutes since I looked here? What? Why are these actually farms? I guess so. That looks weird as shit though. Yeah, cool. Good job, AoE. See, I don't know if you want to just keep putting up towers, Nath. Like, at this point, you know, you've done your damage, and you probably just let it go. You know, Chris saw his trade cards moving across here. You see on the mini map, and that could be pretty dangerous because he's moving in front of Jess's base, and like some well placed scouts from Seb could easily take out that trade. You know, and not even have to put themselves in danger. So if I was Seb here, I'd probably let Chris, you know, feel pressured by this, and I'd actually get a couple of my stables up. Come on, Kenji, spend something. You know, if I'm Seb, I'd build up my food stocks a bit. He's still only just going to the castle age, so maybe he has committed quite a bit of resources. But he wants to get some stuff up and start hitting Jess, start hitting Nathan, because he's got that mobility as Magyar's, you know. And Chris has got a nice little army here, but oh, here comes in Davies. So, you know, it's just supporting his teammate really well. And Chris has been fighting a pretty tough war here, all on his own. What's this? Just a scout. And Chris is going to have to pull back from here, which he rightly should do. He wants to sit these guys underneath here, get some guys in the tower, because this force can't actually like pressure on his base. It only stops Chris from going forward, really. But those elite skirmishes will be quite a problem. Chris is sort of he's just letting this force die, and this force is going to come in and it's going to move him off this gold pretty easily, I'd say, which will be a problem. You see, he's just got nothing else going on, and Seb now putting up the castle, which is really going to make Chris feel the pressure. Oh, another one down. Yeah, so it's not looking good for Chris. Chris here, he's you know, he's trying to fight two people, and he's just gonna be a bit overrun here, I think, and because there's just no support coming in. You know, Jess is built a couple of pikemen, but they're not moving. They're not going to help Chris out. This archery range is going up now, but it's kind of nowhere in. And you know, Nathan has pressured this gold really well, and Kenji hasn't really done a lot. Okay, now he's got a, you know, he's got a barracks now. He's got an extra TC, so he's still on the eco. He's realized I don't have to worry about this. He's not bringing any more pressure. If Nathan had brought more pressure, I think he'd be in a real spot of trouble. But that's just not happening. And Seb and Davies are just pushing on Chris, and Chris is you know, feeling a bit alone right now, I'd say. Struggling real hard. You know, Jess been no pressure, but is sitting pretty low. And she's brought over some pikemen who are going to stand there because they're not going to do well against a bunch of elite skirmishers. And yeah, I see Chris trying to put... Watch how you probably just want to block these holes up too. Otherwise, everything's coming. This castle is going to go up without a problem. And yeah, it's starting to look pretty dire for the Breton Master. Breton Master, why aren't you playing Britons? Unfortunately, but I don't think it would have been the right time. What's going on, man? It's just nothing. No support. Nathan did some really nice pressure and then sort of decided to go back into the eco. Like, this man, like, why is everyone obsessed with wood? Why do you have 1,000 extra wood? Well, what are you spending it on? I need to know. I need to know. Like, I am no amazing professional or anything, I promise, but spare resources, yeah. Just get spending. Get spending. Seb, all this extra wood. Davies, all this extra food and gold. Man, who are you playing? Vietnamese. Oh yeah, you just make 1,000,000 skirmishes, so I guess you can have extra gold. I wonder then, does that mean like knights are a really good pair to their skirmishes in Vietnamese? Because they should have all this extra extra gold sitting around, which would be nice. That'd be a nice little force. All these skirms and knights in the Castle Age. That's a nice fight. Oh, Chris now just, yeah, I guess he's there's not a lot he can do. And I feel like Chris is probably thrown in the towel at this point. He knows he's not getting away, and he knows there's no support coming in from him. So he's gonna sort of trail his guys away, but it's gonna be too little, too late. And now Seven Davies have really overrun him here. And what are these? Some cavalry archers? I don't know. Neither of these units are very good against the skirms, I would say. And yeah, Nathan, you started really well. You made a really nice pressuring push. That's gone down. But no follow-up pressure. You know, no rush of cavalry into his wood line. No archers to come assault his second gold. If you'd kept him off gold the whole time, maybe you could have done something more. But yeah, I think maybe just a little lack of strategy on both teams' parts here this first game, but that is to be forgiven. Mining this without a mining camp. Oh well. That's just what we do, I guess. Man, everyone's playing everything today, and oh, what are we looking at here? This is the last remnants of Chris's. In fact, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Britain Master, what do you got left? He's got 3 idle villages, 4 lumberjacks, and oh yeah, no, okay. They're coming to their end, I would say. Oh, Chris, there they are. Yep. And I'm expecting at least Chris to resign pretty soon, and then the 2v3 will be quite tough. Chris is only just about to hit Castle Age, and he's probably been let down a bit by his teammates. He did really well for a bit there, holding him off. Made some good plays, but yeah, now the Siege Workshop coming up. If I'm honest, I'd put up the Siege Workshop before the castle, given the position you're in. The castle was like he wasn't able to push back against you. You didn't need that sort of defense, but maybe you thought there would be more coming for him, and that's okay too. So yeah, Kenji again playing his very long economy game. Walling from this side, kind of interesting. Yeah, see what it does to his trade card. Puts in. Oh, come on! Let's give this team one bit of hope. Hit a trade card. Do it, Nathan. Oh no, they've gone past. And Kenji's moved up to the Imperial Age, and I imagine now is the point where he starts thinking about dealing some damage. What's this? Why am I looking here? Another castle. See, Seb just being defensive when he doesn't need to be. You know, he's in really good control, and you just want to press that advantage. I would say. So Kenji, what are you doing? You got some stuff. Gonna build some Genoese crossbowmen. I don't know, man. Where's the pressure? Where's the pressure? Just everyone pretty content, and you know, I think that's the big reason Seven Davies are in charge here, is because they decided to apply some pressure and said this is a game about you know, doing things and pressing forward and actually putting your opponent in difficult situations. So. He's getting on the trade cards now. Maybe a little bit late. How's Chris rebuilding? Anything? Oh yeah, look at him. He's very low. Just trying to find something. He's just probably just abandoned this. Pull back these archers. This is what's going on here, you know, like we want to press forward, just, you know, a bunch of extra stuff. I get that maybe they don't know, They don't know what's going on here. They think, you know, maybe there's a lock, but they haven't seen any pressure from them, you know. This scout's still alive, just walking around, you know. Seb, you're Magyars, use your scouts, find out what's going on, find out if it's safe for you to attack. Now he's built some SARs, he's gonna feel like he gets his win that way, which is cool. I like that. But yeah, this game's getting harder and harder to talk about. There is not a lot going on. People have power and are just doing pointless things, I guess. And people are sort of sitting back on their heels a bit too, with Jess and Kenji, and you know, you can see what's happening to Kenji here. He felt real pressured by that first time he got pushed off the goal by Nathan, and now he's setting up 2 castles and he's ready to respond. Problem is, he still has any military. Let's have a look. Yeah, the 1 cavalry, 2 infantry for Kenji is he's still just not really going anywhere, and he's just trying to get that economy going. But you know, you're under no pressure here. There's 1 scout attacking your trade cards, and you've got so much resources to deal with that. Yeah, well, a little confusing to watch the game at this point. Markets don't count as mining camps, unfortunately, Nathan. So, picked up a relic. Couple of these relics just sitting around, quite comfy. Did Jess pick up her wolf relic? No, it's just sitting there. And yeah, Chris has been allowed to rebuild to a degree. And now this rather small force looks like it might be moving forward. But what else is there? You know, we'll look at all that. Like Jess, come on, just get some stone. Yeah, you know, is anyone mining stone for you? And you could be Yeah, okay, you could be pumping out a lot of Mangudai with those resources, you know, and they're kind of just sitting there. Siege workshop scorpions. Yeah, okay. I think you know, your Mongol oranges and mangonels are pretty good. In fact, why is your food total so low? That's interesting. Oh look, that is just way too many lumberjacks. Why? Build some farms. Just like all around here, build an extra mill. You have so much wood. Just like delete this lumber camp, build a mill, put like 16 of these guys on farms. You know, a bit of economy imbalance there going on. Chris building a sneaky market, trying to get some trade back going. But it looks like the Magyar Hussars are going to come in now, start raiding a bit, and they're going to cause some real issues, I think. This one, like Cav, just doing work, I guess. Still nothing really happening. Aha, we have some elite Genoese crossbow alive, which will put a... Oh, look at those camels, beautiful. We'll put a bit of a sting in anything Nathan throws as Indians at him. So this is what I anticipated for the late game, but you know, Nathan had ample opportunity to win the fight over here, especially with all of Davies' forces going this side. I think that could have easily happened. Hello, computer, you want to respond? That'd be great. So where those Magyar Hussars have just backed off, just killing some buildings that, yeah, just don't matter, eh, Sib? You know, you've got these fast cavalry. You have the ability to send 1 or 2 forward, find out what's going on, get in control of the game, and it's just not happening. So again, his plan is to send villagers forward instead, and he wants to build something. He's going to build stone walls, so he's progressing very slowly forward. But you know, if anyone just took a scout and walked in here, and you've got access to both bases easily. Lots of Genoese crossbowmen. Lots and lots of them. Which is pretty good. You know, I don't see these guys having much of a reply to that right now. 'Cause, you know, Nathan has been under very little pressure. What's his trade cards looking like? Trade units 5. Man, you're Indians. You get all this extra gold. You really just want to just pump out those trade cards. And look at your wood and your gold! And your food again. So, I think the name of the game today has been Economy Imbalances and Extra Resources. Well, yes. What's Davies been doing? Just, you know, not feeling any pressure, just building some dudes. But, you know, at least he's sending them forward, he's getting them involved. Here we go. Jess has come to life at last. She has built a bunch of mangonels, and that is something I always expect to see after a time. But what's their plan? You know, the cavalry. You want the Indians coming over this way because you can destroy these skirmishers. You can destroy these hussars. There's a few halberdiers, but not much. You know, and that's what you really want to be doing. Because Chris's Italians, his Genoese crossbowmen, will be good against Seb's Magyars if he sends them out, but they know Chris is behind, so they know that it's really safe to move forward with all this. Like, look here, you can actually just walk into this wood line. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Villagers dying to some Genoese crossbowmen. Oh, look, okay. We got Kenji moving. Kenji has begun something. My computer doesn't want to tell me though. He just wants to know what's going on here. Oh, wolf. Wolf on the TC. Okay, so Nathan's just completely abandoned that and moving more forward. Interesting, and yeah, Kenji just slowly biding his time. The Great Cthulhu slowly lumbers into place, surveying his kingdoms. What you got there? See, like, oh, man. Bit extra resources, some food and gold. Make yourself some knights, man. Maybe just some scout cavalry to distract him. Anything, but he's like, that's no doubt this force is going to take out Nathan because Nathan's just sitting here with cavalry and the Genoese crossbow. You're gonna eat him alive, so he's gonna be protected and fine. But he probably shouldn't be allowed to do this, you know. Okay, we're just gonna watch these things get obliterated now. Honestly, I'd just stop moving there, bring the troops forward. Yeah. And I know the playback speed is a bit slow, but like, see, that's just too fast. So yeah, once again, just camels running a Genoese crossbowman is not a good idea. I don't know that Nathan's actually seen or that Kenji's just using the auto. And, what are these villagers doing? I just don't know. I do not know. But Nathan's gonna start feeling the pressure here. It's gonna go down quick. And oh, look, some more elite Genoese crossbowmen. No more trebs though. Intriguing. Shuka, we heard those farms, and now those guys are going to come in, but these aren't protecting these trebs as well as they probably should, but it's going to be fine. This you know, honestly, Kenji 2 monks behind here. Man, those crossbowmen are going to last forever. But that's not going to be a problem here for him. He's going to easily walk into Nathan, who has built nothing but camels. But you know, he had all those camels, and in the past we would have seen him go and hit trade lines, you know. But he hasn't. They sort of just sat there, and everyone very cautious this game. And oh, I've been missing. What's going on? Okay. Well, this is the other thing that's going to end the game. It was kind of bound to happen. With the halberdiers, we should win against the pikemen. These pikemen, not many upgrades, whereas these halberdiers are getting Magyar hussars well upgraded as well. And they're just going to walk in here. Yeah, these skirmishers are going to come around the side. Oh, let's see if Jess can manage her siege weaponry well though. I heard a mangonel shot from somewhere, but oh, that's really dirty. These villages are just getting destroyed here, and you know, just one little wall. All it took. Oh, and she's just really murdering her own units here. Problem is, there's nothing to take care of anything that gets close. There's nothing to take out these Hellbears. The mangonels are effectively trapped, and they're gonna drop. And they're not even gonna get a shot really at these skirmishes. Davies moving too well. And while Kenji moves in and just starts laying waste. A few skirmishes coming in, but it's not a lot, not many, if any. In fact, not really sure who wins. I think these elite Genoese crossbow just a bit too strong, probably, for Nathan's elite skirms. Yeah, maybe if he had more, but he's just training a couple at the back and setting them in little packs is also not advantageous. Oh man, move these guys down. You've got free reign on the trade carts, and that will quickly. There we go. There's GG from Britain Master. Chris throwing in the towel now. There's not much left of him, and it's a shame really. He did what he could. A enthusiastic reply. Nathan also throwing in the towel, knowing that there's no means coming back from this, and the team has finished off. Yeah, well, that was an interesting game, and a game where I just felt like if you resign a game and you're 48 out of 60 and you've got all these resources, you know, just there's so much potential. You've built up what you need, but you just gotta spend it, you know. Jess again, you know, same sort of thing here. Lots of wood, lots of gold, even a bit of food towards the end. You know, Chris, nothing, because he's been under the pump the whole game, and fighting really hard to stay in it. But I feel he didn't really get a lot of support there, which was a real shame. Seb played a really nice game. Good pressure. Was a bit too defensive for my liking once he established pressure. But you know, he always had control of this game. There was never a point where he was ever under any sort of pressure, and yeah, he's done well. Bit much food, but you know, when you're in a good position, I can forgive that. Davies, oh, okay, like at least he's got a lot of dudes, you know. He's got a lot of dudes. He's defended well. He's made sure he's all right at home before moving forward. But he did a really good supporting role to Seb. You know, he was always in a position to help out his team, which is really important. And Kenji, who was someone who kind of just sat around for a long time, and Nathan had many opportunities to walk in and really deal with that, but he just let Kenji do his thing after that initial push off the gold, and Kenji slowly but surely just, you know, got the economy and the troops to counter Nathan, and Nathan, just on that singular cavalry plan, was never gonna win an Imperial Age battle with the Italians. But that was that, and I will probably cast the other one at some other point in time, maybe later today, depends how I feel. But thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed.